This is a reading for you. It is not attached to a zodiac sign nor a timeline. The intention is, if you come across this reading, it should benefit you in some way. That being said, I've pulled the Celtic Cross for you. Let's get started. You're represented by the Eight of Wands. This is information, communication. It could be text message, it could be mail, it could just be talking. It can also be insight gained. It could be a lot coming at you at once. Responsibilities, duties to tend to, everything all kind of happening. And I think that it might be causing you some inner conflict, or what this kind of feels like is a desire to sort of rise to the occasion, yet feeling you don't know how. But I think you do know how. Because the thing is, you have insight, you have wisdom gained through experience, and not to mention that internal spark that guides us all through the darkness. But I think you're ignoring it because you're fixated on certain ideas, or you're set on the notion that things are going a certain way that isn't necessarily accurate. But I think what is going to happen here is you're going to transcend this. Because the fact is you might see problems, or you might be trying to figure out whether you should do things this way or that way. But the fact is you have everything you need available to you. And I think that you have made changes in your conduct, or you have circumstances that allow you to make changes. Everything that you have required is coming in. And so now, what will you do with it? Well, it seems like you'll go through a moment of confusion, choices, and reviewing options, because some of these choices are better than others. But opportunities only last for so long, so you have to make your selection and trust in it at some point. But what's coming to you is clarity, direction, focus. And it's going to be up to you to basically bring yourself to the stable frame of mind to build towards this vision of yours. Taking time for labor and refreshment and keeping that balance intact, well, it's leading you to a really tremendous and positive life. All you have to do is embrace it. You have to welcome it in. And I think that you are. I think that at one time you may have self-sabotaged or let things pass you by or overthought or whatever the case, but not this time. I think you see clearly the abundance, the possibility, the favor that is in your hands. And you're setting your focus appropriately, because the outside world, it's harsh, right? And it's fair. Nothing is stepping up to save you. No one is coming to do the things for you. No one gives a shit. Because it's your responsibility. It's your life. And what you do with it, how you manage your time, your energy, yourself, your health, your work, your family, that all falls on you. And we can look at circumstances as the problem, we can look at this or that, but when it comes down to it, it's going to be a matter of your choices. And I think you're coming into clarity with that, and I think that you're making the right choices. And again, I think you'll be very happy that you did. I'm gonna pull an advice spread for you. Before I do that, I want to take a moment to promote my Patreon. That's where all the extended versions of these readings go, as well as other exclusive content. And it's a great way to support me as an independent artist and creative. So you can access that in the description below. That being said, you can also access my website and shop below in the description. If you want to book a personal reading with me, I have several options available for personal readings. Definitely like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification bell. All that stuff helps me greatly in building this channel. And yeah, happy to be here. And if you don't do any of that, I just appreciate you watching. So let's pull the advice spread. This advice spread is very appropriate for this reading. So we start off with the Knight of Wands. So this is representing or encouraging a sense of movement with charisma, with spark, with passion, with joy. Have fun. Enjoy what you're doing, and don't drag your feet too much. Don't get too caught up on permanence. Just keep the task moving. And if anything that you do, if you're enjoying it, it's going to put an extra spark into it that will bring it to life in a better way. It's encouraging you to focus on your stability, your home, to be nurturing to your loved ones, your responsibilities, and to sit in that stable energy. Now, crossing you, understand the people around you. Understand the expectations placed on you, and understand the consequences of your actions. So it's very appropriate. I mean, it's very necessary for you to show up right now. The consequences of not showing up, I think, could be dire. And now, that's not to be ominous, because everything here would suggest that you're going to show up exactly as you should. But behind you, it's like you've maybe restricted a little bit or held on to comforts that weren't really serving you. You know, this is sort of when you get really anxious, you procrastinate, right? That could be something that you're attached to doing, but it's to your detriment. Even though maybe it feels like it brings you peace, it's actually harming you. Allow yourself to be seen. Stand in your strength and confidence to show up in the world as your true self, and don't shy away from visibility and recognizing and celebrating your accomplishments. And ultimately, it seems like this is sort of encouraging you to move to a higher standard, to a higher commitment, to a higher elevation in some kind of way. You could even be maybe learning something or devoting to a specific path. And this, and also it would encourage you to do things by the book. Take everything step by step, the way you need to do it, because the outcome is very telling as well. Have faith in the desired outcome that you seek. Have faith in what you're doing. Have faith in yourself. And again, enjoy it. Take in the bountiful environment and the abundance that you actually have and that you could utilize quite well. Outside influence, I mean, you have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So this is very welcoming energy. This is very sincere energy. This is very loving energy. This is very inspired energy. This is, as far as your environment, you couldn't ask for much better than this. And so I would say, it's time to put out into the world whatever it is you're seeking to accomplish or create or do. And, expect the results with a sense of optimism and patience. And the outcome is what confused me at first, but it makes so much sense because you have the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. Leave behind shortcuts, shortcomings, things that, or even like avoiding who you are, avoiding responsibility. This is making a choice to step into a new chapter, into expansion. See things for what they are because they look pretty great. I'm going to take this to the extended reading on my Patreon. If you want to join us over there, awesome. If not, I appreciate you watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, I have several options for personal readings available on my website shop. You can access all of that in the description below. Definitely like, subscribe, share, comment. All that stuff helps me out greatly. And I'll see you over on Patreon.